This is your librarian, Rhonda. I want to show you databases A to Z. I want to show you a psychology database I want you to learn how to use. I want to show you the Journal of Happiness because we deserve it. Pop. P for psychology. Psychology and behavioral sciences. Here we are. I've typed in happiness. I'm going to go back to see how it also gives me some other ideas. I'm going to select for this. I'm going to go to search. But on the next side, I'm also going to select for full text and peer reviewed. The strength of this is that it does have a lot of scholarly articles from really well regarded scholarly journals. I'm looking for one that I really want to see, the Journal of Happiness. When you're looking for a name of a journal, it usually follows the authors, like Journal of Happiness Studies. We see it here. Introduction to Culturally Sensitive Measure of Well-Being, Combining Life Satisfaction and Interdependent Happiness Across 49 Cultures. I have to say, that looks really awesome. And wow, it's about 30 pages. That is readable. I just want to go life satisfaction, ethical reflection, and the science of happiness. Ooh, delicious. Journal of Happiness Study. So let me pop in here, and I want to show you something about embargo. That is the embargo of journals. I'm going to go in here. You'll see some information when you click on the title of a linked journal name. This happens here in one of the EBSCO databases. It also usually happens in ProQuest as well. And I think Gil also offers this touch. I'm going to drag this over. I want you to know that when you're inside of a journal specifically, like, oh, this is my journal. This journal is my jam of happiness. You can search within this publication, but let's read about it a little bit. So the library has it 3/1/2000 to present. So that's 24 years. Not quite. It's a little bit more like 23 because it does have an article embargo. That means the most recent year is not available to you in full text. You can see it indexed, but not in full text. You do have the option to ask for it in interlibrary loan. You also see the subject of the journal as well, and it gives you a little bit of a description. It doesn't always say if it's scholarly or not, but in this case, we happen to know it is because we used a high-level database, psychology, behavioral sciences collections. So let's look at 2024 so you can see what I look like. Let's go into April. So we're here. We know we have it in full text, but it doesn't show in full text. That's because it's that year. But if you'd like to get it in interlibrary loan, just ask us. We should be able to get a hold of it. Okay, let's look at 2022. Let's look at issue 6. We're going to go in here. We will see that the full text is available in this particular year. So you'll be able to find it, look at it, and what you see is what you get. All sorts of things in here if you're looking on happiness, and this also brings it up so that you can do a journal search here as well. If you're looking for, is there sadness in the Journal of Happiness Studies? In that particular year? No. Let's take that out. So we're just looking in the journal. In fact, there are. So there's some sadness in the happiness. If you've never noticed, you can drop these pieces down and look for the name of the journal. This would, of course, be Journal of Happiness Studies. You could also search all of text if you're having a hard time and look for titles or authors, subject terms, and geographic terms as well, and things that might be in the abstract. Sometimes if you're searching something that's new, or a new buzzword, that might be the way to go. But that's only going to work on scholarly articles with abstracts. Anyway, this has been under 5 minutes, and I hope you've learned something today about happiness, embargoes, and their sadness, sometimes the Journal of Happiness Studies.